Good afternoon, Gills fans. Welcome back to the latest episode of Gills in the Blood TV. It is Monday lunchtime. It's an early start today at the Priestfield Stadium as the Gills host Tommy Widrington's Bristol Rovers. Widrington, the third gaffer in charge of the Gas this season. The club having already sacked both Ben Garner and Paul Tisdale. They would arrive in Kent, though, buoyed by a really good win in the week against a decent Portsmouth side. Gills will be looking to bounce back after that somewhat harsh 3-1 defeat against a very good Peterborough in the week. Team news is in for both sides, though, with about 15 minutes to kick off. Gills have made a couple of changes to the side that lost to the Posh. Both Alex McDonald and Jordan Graham return to the 11. So our team in full is Jack Bonham in goal. A back four of Ryan Jackson, Jack Tucker, Robbie Cundy and Connor Ogilvie. Not sure whether it's the diamond or a 4-3-3 for us, but it's Callum Slattery, Kyle Dempsey, Alex McDonald, Ollie Lee, Jordan Graham and John Akindi. Verdane Oliver, our top scorer, drops to the bench. Did pick up a knock in the week, attempting a shot against Peterborough, and also only one goal in 11 for the former Northampton striker at the moment. So pleased that John Akindi's getting a decent run in the side. Think he deserves it. Big Verdane, good option from the bench. Other options from that substitutes bench today are Sacha Bastien, Robbie McKenzie, Tommy O'Connor, Stuart O'Keefe, James Morton and Matty Willock. No Tyreek Johnson today, so I'm assuming he's missing through injury or illness. In terms of the Gas, they arrive in Kent with three former Gills on their books. Josh Hare is on the bench. Max Amar misses out completely with a shoulder injury. Brandon Hanlon does start up top in what looks like a 3-4-1-2 formation today. So we know all about Brandon's strengths, his pace and his power. Lack of composure in goal is something he's always accused him of when he was playing for us. But he's certainly one to keep an eye on. So we'll bring you more footage as and when the game gets started in a few minutes. First half chance of the game comes to the Gas. It's a breakdown on right-hand side. I think it's Daly gets to the byline. The ball goes through Jack Tucker's legs. Connor Ogilvie misses his kick. Brandon Hanlon, former Gills striker, tries to spin on it but doesn't bring it under control, and Jack Bonham's able to fall on it. But yeah, first real attacking intent from either side. 3 minutes played. Positive intent from Gills. First, Jordan Graham gets the left wing back on toast but overruns it. Ball goes out for a goal kick as he tries to dink it far post. But now we've got a free kick, really dangerous area. Jack Tucker took the initial set piece, aimed for Connor Ogilvie at the far post on that big diagonal that we like to do. Ogilvie gets an arm in the face and has gone down, and it's a free kick literally 3 yards outside the penalty box, right on the angle. And it's going to be Jordan Graham that's going to try and whip this into a dangerous area, it looks like. Comes Jordan Graham's gone far post. Ogilvie challenging with a defender. I'm not sure where it's gone. Ollie Lee's header. It's been dropped. Has that got it? It's been hacked off the line. Half a chance for the Gills. Not pretty from Joe Day, the Bristol Rovers keeper. Jack Tucker wide on the right trying to recycle possession. He's earned his side a throw-in. So first real chance for the home side. Just over 10 minutes gone, and since that first foray forward from the Gas, it's been all Gills. Jordan Graham is quickly having an influence on the game, whether it's from the right or the left. He's got Luke Leahy and also George William on toast. Couple of times he's gone past the pair of them really easily and got dangerous balls into the box. Just want us to gamble a little bit more, which is the frustration when you're only playing one central striker. But yeah, just over 10 minutes played and Gills on top at the moment. Little foray forward from the away side, and it comes after Ollie Lee initially does really well to win possession and then gives it away. The ball breaks to Daly eventually and he gets it onto his left foot, but his effort's high and wide and not very handsome and ends up in the Raynham end. Gills have got free kicker, I think, at the other way. Well, it might just be a clash of heads, actually. Ollie Lee and one of their players is down at the moment, so it looks like there's going to be some treatment required for both players. Half chances at either end. First, Bristol Rovers frontman Brandon Hanlon has the first shot on target of the game. Tussles with Connor Ogilvie in our box, gets his shot away, but it's near post and it's very comfortable for Jack Bonham, who gathers it quickly and then released us up the other end for John Akindi. Ball eventually worked its way out to our right-hand side. A ball was played in, and I think it was Ollie Lee, flick header, but it's gone harmlessly over the bar. But 18 minutes gone, it's a decent watch. Gills have probably just shaded it, but Bristol Rovers with their pace and power with the likes of Iunga and Brandon Hanlon up top will cause us a problem. Bristol Rovers have just hit the crossbar. I'm not sure it's a shot. It's a free kick wide on the Bristol Rovers left, and I think the player's trying to whip it far post, but the wind may have caught it a little bit. It's flown over Jack Bonham's head, hit the crossbar and bounced out to safety. I think Jack had it covered if it was on target, but throw into defenders well now. Flick on at the far post. It's drifted out for a goal kick. The Gas just reminded us that they are in this game, and they've just caused us a couple of problems last couple of minutes. Bristol Rovers been the better side the last few minutes. Brandon Hanlon threatens to get away. Jack Tucker looks like he's being done for pace. Does really well to recover though. Last ditch tackle, manages to hook it to safety. Otherwise, Brandon Hanlon looked like he was about to pull the trigger. Still 0-0. The Gas are on top at the moment though. Bristol Rovers have hit the post again, and it's Brandon Hanlon again causing problems. Darts inside onto his right foot. A little bit of pace gets him away from his man. Bends it beyond Jack Bonham off the base of the post in front of the Raynham end. Should have been a free kick though to Gills up the other end before then for me, but Brandon's pace is starting to cause us a problem, and it's not something that we should be surprised about. 36 played. It's the closest Gills have come to an open. It's really good from Alex McDonald. He's in the middle of the park. Looks to go to the right, drags it onto his left, advances a couple of yards, hits it really well. It looks like it's gone in the bottom corner, and then I've seen it bounce off the advertisement. He can't have missed by more than a couple of inches. Still 0-0, 37 played. Corner for the visitors. We're into the final 5 minutes of the first period. Can't see there being a lot of time added on. We've had a couple of moments for breaks when I think there was a clash of heads earlier in the half, but it shouldn't be a lot. It's going to be left-footed in swinging from an angle of Raynham End and Gordon Road stand. It looks like it was scuffed. It managed to bounce through our 6-yard box. It was Big John Akindi who's hacked it clear. They're trying to recycle it on the left-hand side now. Ollie Lee's gone to meet him. Ball into the box. It's a header by Jonah Iunga that's gone out for a goal kick. Bristol Rovers players are not happy, think they should have had a corner, but still 0-0, about 4 minutes to play. Free kick to Gills, about 5 yards inside our half. It's going to be taken by Ryan Jackson. It's going to be that diagonal, I'd imagine. Here it comes now. Up into the swirling wind. Joe Waday's come a long way. He's punched that from probably 3 yards from the edge of his box. Carl Dempsey's got the ball back in the middle of the park and gone wide right to Jackson, who's now inside the Bristol Rovers half. Is he going to go direct? He's played a good ball into the box for Carl Dempsey, who's brought it under his spell. He's gone back to Jordan Graham right on the touchline. Little drop of the shoulder. Comes back onto his left foot. Carl Dempsey now has got the ball again. Just stay with this. Dempsey back to Graham. Good play inside. Graham's just been pushed over off the ball, but the referee's wave play on. Graham's back to his feet with the ball at it now. Here it comes. He's got it outside. Done well. Here comes the ball into the box. Too easy for Joe Day. Jordan Graham started the half really, really well. Then we didn't see him for 25 minutes. He's just come alive again in the last couple of minutes, but hasn't done enough for me with his final delivery. Big problem here for Callum Slattery, unfortunately. It was Bristol Rovers breaking. Again, it was Brandon Hanlon. Callum Slattery turns, looks to get back into position to try and cover the run of Brandon Hanlon. Just goes down in a heap with no one anywhere near him. Looks like he's either, don't know, bent his leg the wrong way or his ankle or something, but it looks like a stretcher's being readied, so there's going to be plenty of extra time, so this could be a while yet. The stretcher's just appeared on the screen now, so all the best to Callum Slattery, but this doesn't look too clever. Half time at the Men's Priestfield, there was a lot of added time. Unfortunately, the biggest moment now in that first period is the bad injury to Callum Slattery. We wish him all the best, but it doesn't look clever. He's gone off on a stretcher. He's been taken away behind the Raynham end, which usually indicates straight into an ambulance and off to hospital. But we'll have to await the press conference after the game or over the weekend to find out the real extent of that problem for Callum Slattery. But like I say, we wish him all the best. In terms of the game, Gills started really, really brightly. Jordan Graham was causing George Williams and Luke Leahy loads of problems, but what Bristol Rovers have done really well is they look like they're playing a flat back five rather than wing back, so the two out wide are dropping in, so Gills are able to bypass the middle of the park where they've only got two, but then we struggle to break them down in the final third, and when that happened they were able to go direct to their front three, which is Daly, Hanlon and Iunga. And they've got pace and power and technical ability, all three of them, between them. And as the half wore on, they started to cause us more and more problems. They've hit the bar from a free kick that was slightly fortuitous, looked like it was wind assisted. Brandon Hanlon can count himself unlucky in the post with one that bent round Jack Bonham. In terms of the Gills, Alex McDonald's effort that drifted 6 inches wide is the best we've had. Joe Day's not really had to make a proper save, aside from the one where Ollie Lee was trying to head it back into a danger area and Joe Day dropped it. But work to do at the break, I think, in terms of a team talk. I'd imagine it'd be Stuart O'Keefe who would come on in a straight swap. But I'd like to see us go to 2 up top because John Akindi's been isolated and he's done really well on the main part. But when he wins the ball, he's got no one near him because McDonald and Jordan Graham are so wide. So an interesting half-time team talk in store and still goalless at the break. Second half's just got underway at the Priestfield Stadium. Gills have made 3 changes at the break. Obviously, one's in full, so that's Callum Slattery off and Robbie McKenzie on in his place. Along with them two, it's Alex MacDonald and Oliver Lee, who both been withdrawn. Tommy O'Connor and Verdane Oliver. So I think it might be the 4-4-2 diamond now. So it looks like we're lining up Jack Bonham in goal. Same back four of Jackson, Tucker, Cundy and Ogilvie. Then Robbie McKenzie at the base of the diamond. Dempsey and O'Connor from the sides. Jordan Graham dropping into the 10. And then the two big men up front, Verdane Oliver and John Akindi. But keep an eye on that as the second half progresses. Free kick here to Bristol Rovers, about 30 yards out at least. It's very central. It's going to be McCormick, right-footed. Referee's just blown his whistle now. Here he comes, the Bristol Rovers number 14. It's hit the two-man wall and bounce back towards the halfway line. Ball's now come towards our box, wide left for the gas. Interesting cross with the outside of his left foot. It's very deep. Conor Ogilvy's headed it clear. Robbie McKenzie's helped it on a bit further. Carl Dempsey here trying to help us break. Jordan Graham caught on his heels again. It's just been one of them afternoons for Jordan Graham. Aside from that really good start, he's not been in the game. And when he's had the ball or been in and around it, he's not done enough with it for me. Just approaching the 60th minute. There's nothing happened in this second half so far of note at all. It's been really dull from both teams. No keepers action, no real chances. The set piece from Bristol Rovers that hit a two-man wall from 30 yards pretty much sums it up. But Gills have got a chance to get good delivery into the box here. It's a foul on John Akindi. Right on the angle of penalty area, so it's going to be Jordan Graham to whip it in, hopefully at pace, and he should just be trying to bend it in that far post. Any sort of touch could take it in. Just waiting for the referee's whistle now. He's just making sure that the two-man gas wall is back 10 yards. Mouth to his lips. Here it comes now, Jordan Graham. Oh no, the ball's moved. The wind's caught it, so there's a small delay. We'll try again. Here it comes now, Jordan Graham. Good delivery. Maybe not. Robbie Cundy challenging at the far post, but it's too much on it and the wind's just caught it and it's drifted out for a goal kick over the far side. Still not a lot happening, but Gills have managed to fashion an opportunity. They've got a long throw in. It's going to be Ryan Jackson hurling it in from the Gordon Road side. Out of the shade and into... He's gone short to make me look like a liar again. He's done that 2 weeks in a row. Got the ball back though from Jordan Graham. Stands it up far post. It's got over everyone. Conor Ogilvy's back on his right foot. Gives it to Carl Dempsey. Shifted. Looks to Ben. One has taken a deflection. Verdane Oliver's header. Drifted over the bar. That sums us up at the moment. Still 0-0. 65 gone. Half chance for the visitors again. It's Brandon Hanlon once again causing us problems. A couple of step overs. A ball square to the edge of the box. McCormick doesn't make a good connection. Drags it wide of the far post. But Gills giving Brandon Hanlon far too much time and space. Another warning. It's not a good game. Out of the blue, the Gills lead 1-0, courtesy of big John Akindi. It's a long ball from Jack Bonham initially. Conor Ogilvy does brilliantly in the halfway line. Tommy O'Connor, really good through ball. John Akindi gets the goal side of his man. Calm, composed finish across Joe Day and into the far corner. 67 on the clock. We lead by a goal to 0. Game's flipped on its head. It's a penalty now to Gillingham. There's a ball over the top. John Akindi's come alive. Controls it on his chest. Gets into the box. He's just pulled down. There's no complaints from the Bristol Rovers players, really. The question is now, is it a yellow or a red? Is he making an attempt to play the ball or is he just trying to tug John Akindi to the deck? Referee's talking to the man now. It doesn't look like there's going to be any further action, but John Akindi's got a chance to double his tally now. It's going to be Big John in front of an empty Rainham end. He steps back, he's put the ball down. We're just waiting for the referee's whistle. This is a huge opportunity with just under 20 minutes to play. Referee's whistle goes now. John Akindi steps up. It's an awful penalty. And Joe Day saved it. It's one of them that looks great if you send the keeper the wrong way. If he goes the right way, it looks like that. That's shocking. The Gas nearly make us pay for that missed penalty immediately. Free kick wide on their right-hand side. It's Jack Baldwin up from the back. It's a good glancing header. It's got Jack Bonham scrambling, but it's drifted wide of the far post, thankfully, from our point of view. Still 1-0, about 12 minutes left. Corner for the Gills. It's going to be Tom O'Connor taking it. Angle of Rainham end and Gordon Road stand. Here it comes now. Flat at pace. Conor Ogilvy's headed it just over the top. That's a half chance for the Gills. He got away from his man. Corner had resulted, had come after Jordan Graham had put in a really good ball into the 6-yard area. It was cleared last ditch. But last 10 minutes now we go into. Gills still leading by 1, but it should be 2. Wouldn't be Saturday afternoon without Conor Ogilvy getting clattered, would it? That's twice this second half now. First, Jonathan Ayunga was cautioned for a really poor challenge about 15 minutes ago. Now Jack Baldwin's taking him out really, really late. Another deserved yellow card. It's poor. It's really cynical. There's no attempt to play the ball. It's not pulling your shirt. You can hurt people doing stuff like that. Conor Ogilvy's back up on his feet, though. about 90 seconds plus injury time to go, and Gills are ready in another substitution. Comes that fourth change for the Gills. It's Jordan Graham, who's not had the best of afternoons for me. It's understandable, it happens from time to time. He's been really good this season, but not a lot's come off for the wide man today. When he's had the ball, he's not done enough with it. But in all honesty, he's not seen enough of it. Stuart O'Keefe's coming on for the final couple of minutes. There's about 7 seconds left of the 90, and then we'll just wait for the board. Game, set and match in injury time. It's 2-0 to the Gills. It's John Akindi at the double. It's a really good goal from our point of view. Just looking at the replay, Robbie McKenzie does well, wins the initial header. Vinane Oliver really strong in holding the ball up away from 2 Bristol Rovers players. Carl Dempsey, lung bursting run in the last couple of minutes. Squares it back across the 6-yard line. John Akindi left-footed. Joe Day gets something on it but cannot keep it out. That's the 3 points for the Gills. We're well on our way. 2-0 with a couple of minutes to play. Fifth and final change for the men in blue. It's John Akindi who's going to be the match winner. He's coming off for the last 30 seconds. Matty Willock's going to come on for the smallest of cameos. But John Akindi's been really good this afternoon. First half, he didn't have people around him as much as he'd like to. He's winning flicks and bringing the ball under control and not getting people in and around him. Second half, with a partner, he's looked to fret. The major blip will be the penalty and the frustration because he's not got a hat-trick. But his 2 goals he's taken really well. He's been a real handful. And I think we're finally seeing the John Akindi that we bought just over a year ago. Literally a few seconds to play in this one. Full time at the Mems Priestfield Stadium, and it's finished Gillingham 2, Bristol Rovers 0. Not much of a spectacle for the neutral if you've managed to watch that one. There wasn't loads and loads of pretty football being played. The pitch wasn't conducive to getting it down on the deck today, unfortunately. First period, Bristol Rovers can probably count themselves a little bit unlucky. They didn't go in leading. They hit the bar, like I mentioned, at half-time with that free kick that drifted. Brandon Hanlon was very unlucky with an effort that hit the post. Gills huffed and puffed first half without really creating anything clear-cut aside from the Alex McDonald drive. But credit Steve Evans, he made some changes at the break, changed the shape a little bit. And it's nice to win without our star man being at his best, because I thought Jordan Graham, that was one of his worst games for the Gills this season, and that's understandable. He's coming back from injury, and it happens at any level. John Akindi ultimately is the match winner with 2. He'll be frustrated that he's missed that penalty to not have his hat-trick. But I think finally we are seeing the proper John Akindi. And based on what I saw second period, especially from the moment we opened the scoring, I think we managed the game really well. We were comfortable defensively and probably just about deserved the points. Right, that is enough from me this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We are very close to 1,500 subs now. I think it's about 4 or 5 to go. So please go and sub to the channel. Please keep continuing to like, subscribe, retweet, share and do all that you do. I'll be back Monday for a Monday review looking back at this fixture. But until the next time, up the Gills.